Yo, what's good people, it's Cactus, and in today's video, I've got something real special for you because I'm doing my biggest ever giveaway. I wanted to do something big for hitting 20k subscribers, but honestly, I just wanted to do something to give back to everyone for supporting and showing mad love so far. So thank you to everyone that's been watching the videos, commenting, liking, subscribe to the channel, or grabbed a kit in the past. And a huge shout out to Imageline, XLN Audio, Cableguys, and Baby Audio for getting involved in the giveaway. So there's gonna be 3 random winners for the giveaway. So the first winner is gonna get a copy of FL Studio Signature Edition, the complete Addictive Keys bundle by XLN Audio, a copy of RC20 by XLN Audio, the full shaperbox suite by Cableguys, the full Baby Audio bundle, and every one of my packs that I've dropped in the past. So there's a 1-shot kit, 2 drum kits, and 2 loop kits. The second winner will get a copy of RC20 along with any Addictive Keys instrument. They'll also get the complete shaperbox 2 bundle, the full Baby Audio bundle, and every one of my packs. And then the third winner will get a copy of RC20, the full Baby Audio bundle, Drive Shaper by Cableguys, and again, every one of my paid packs. So some mad prizes that can definitely help you step up as a producer. And all that you have to do to enter is click the link in the description, enter your name and email, and if you want to double your chances of winning, then go to my Instagram at jcactusmusic, and then just tag one producer friend in my last post where I announced the giveaway. So yo, I'm going to show you all of the VSTs that you can get, and I'm going to make a full beat using them. So let's get into it. So the first plugin that I want to show you is Addictive Keys by XLN Audio. And honestly, I don't know why I've slept on this plugin for so long. After using this and hearing how perfect the sounds are, I think it's definitely going to be my go-to piano now. So this is the homepage, and straight away you can cycle through the instruments that you've got. So if you've got the complete bundle, then you'll get all of these included. So there's 4 main ones. There's the Electric Grand, Studio Grand, Modern Upright, and the Mark 1. And then within each instrument, you have different styles of presets. So if you go to the producer setting, you have ones which are pretty much ready to use in your beats, or you can use the as recorded one if you just want to add some of your own effects. The selection section has even more presets, so you can cycle through the presets and find one that you like the sound of. So for now, I'm just going to select the first one, I'll make a melody, and then I'll cycle through some of the presets. So I'm working in F minor, and I'm just going to start by drawing in an F minor chord. But I'm going to invert the G sharp, and then I'm going to move these forward. Maybe like this. So it's the same chord, but I'm just getting a different sound by separating the notes. And then for the second chord, I want to keep it kind of tense. So I'm just going to bring the G sharp down, but up an octave. So it's the same kind of vibe, but then I'm going to do the same with these. And then from F, I could come down to, let's try C sharp. Let's try C instead. Yeah, that's better. And then I could actually just repeat this chord. I can put in some bass notes, so I'm just going to use the root notes of the chords. So I want it to come up. And then C is the next root note. So back up again. Think D sharp. Yeah, there we go. And then I'm going to copy this across. You can press Ctrl and B or Shift, click and drag. And then before I do the counter melody, I just want something else to switch it up for the last 4 bars. So I'm hearing something like... Not there. Yeah, there we go. And then something for the end. So now that I've got the melody, I'm going to show you some of the presets and the quality you can get with Addictive Keys. So I'm just going to play it and then I'll cycle through some. This one's sick. I like this one too. This one feels a little darker. Or I could go through the other presets. Yeah, this one might be the one. Especially for a drill beat, this one's got that dark feel straight away. I I'll show you some of the other pianos, but I'm definitely going to go back to that one. And if you just want to see the full list of presets, you can click up here and it's got all of the pianos and the presets, so you can cycle through these. So some of them are quite natural, but then some of them are experimental as well, so you can go a bit crazy with this one. That sounds sick. That could be a nice underlayer. I'll show you some of the Mark 1 presets too. But you see what I'm saying about the quality of the pianos? And then the modern upright. Just some different stuff. And if you really wanted to, you could edit everything within this plugin. So you have compressors, noise, EQ, you can adjust the pedal noise. You can literally just change everything that you want to get the piano sounding exactly how you want. And then in the effects tab, you can adjust the delay, the reverb, and then the EQs after the delay and reverb. So this one's already got the low cut after the reverb to take away that muddiness. I'm not going to change too much within the VST just because I want to show you what some of the other plugins can do as well. So for example, RC20, every producer knows about this by now. It's the same company that do addictive keys and addictive drums, so shout out to Excellent Audio, they're killing it. So people mainly use RC20 to get that vintage warm sound. You can just use it for things like distortion, so I'll just play it and see what we can do. So I'm just coming to Vinyl 1 preset. I don't want that much noise. The wobble's about fine. This is what the distortion does. Add some nice high end. I think around about 25 is fine. Space would be reverb, but because Addictive Keys already has reverb in it, I don't want to add really any of that. You can turn the magnetic down too. There's also an EQ built in, so you can see that it's already cut everything off below 60 Hertz just to take away that mud, and the highs around about 8 to 9 kilohertz. So I'm happy with how this sounds, but just to show you what else it can do. That's the wobble, exaggerated. You can change the type of noise as well. So you get different vinyl noises. I think I just like Vinyl 1 though. And then there's loads more presets to choose from. So next I want to show you a new plugin called Spaced Out by Baby Audio. So you might have heard of Baby Audio from the plugins Comeback Kid, Super VHS, and Parallel Aggressor. They've got a full suite which I've used in a couple of my videos, really sick products, and they've just dropped this new one. So they described it as a tool to send your sounds into orbit, which is kind of right because it's a cross between reverb and a step delay tool with modulation settings. So the first thing that you can do is change the look of it. I like the darker setting though. And on the left is the step delay tool. So each box that you tick in is going to add another delay point. And if you double click in it, it's going to change the intensity. You can also change the mode of the delay. So for example, triplets and dotted. You can reverse the delay, add a filter to it, and increase the intensity from here. On the right, you have reverb, and you can change the program so you can go for a smaller, tighter reverb, or to the right, there's a much wider, larger reverb. And then you can change the pre-delay, the stardust, which is like a shimmer effect. You can clean it up and make the reverb wider, and you can also adjust the mellow settings. And then in the middle, this is how you get the balance between the delay and the reverb, and the wet and dry percentage. There's so many different things you can do with this plugin, and if you're not really feeling creative, and you just want the plugin to do the work for you, then there's a couple of things you can do. So you can click on this, which is going to generate new settings. You can click the dice to the left here as well. Let's just play it and see how they sound. Straight away is just changing the whole vibe. I'm just clicking the dice to generate random settings. That sounds sick with the reverse delay, but let's go through some of the presets as well. This one actually sounds hard, but I want to adjust the mix level. Yeah, maybe about there. I'm also taking out some lows just before it starts to get too muddy. And then I've just layered that with a choir. I've copied the chords, but then I've brought the chords back, so the choir's going to play the notes at the same time. And that's just added a nice underlayer. And then I wanted to go back to that ARP1 preset and addictive keys because this is going to sound sick underneath it. That's cold, man. But I'm going to add a bandpass EQ to this one. So I want this to fit subtly underneath it. So with the piano. Yeah, that's the one. And let's see what we can do with shaperbox. And if you don't know about shaperbox, then you must be hitting the snooze button because I've used it in a lot of my videos now. It's the same company that do halftime, so shout out to cableguys for getting involved in the giveaway. If you watched my last video, then you'll see how I use drive shaper to make it 808s hit harder because they've just added a distortion tool to the suite, so you get drive shaper with the full bundle. So you can create some mad rhythmic effects with shaperbox, and you can layer them on top of each other. So for example, you could select halftime straight away. I'll go through some of the presets. Some of the reverse tools. Yeah, that sounds hard as well. I'll turn the other piano off just so you can hear exactly what it's doing. So I've just gone back to the halftime setting and let's add a filter too. Could adjust the cutoff. So instantly just adding some crazy rhythm. So I just want a subtle bit of movement with the filter. And let's add some panning as well. Yeah, maybe this one. Let's see how it sounds with the piano. We can adjust the mix level. So that's just adding a nice underlayer again. But I'm gonna throw in some drums now. For the hi-hats, I've just gone with something real simple, saving a lot of space for vocals. And then for the 808, I can start on the root notes, so F and C, and then see what pattern I can come up with. So I think it's 5. Yeah. And then I'm just hitting S to activate slide mode. And I like using the notes that are already in the chord. Let's try to bring that up an octave. Yeah. And the second one, maybe down. Yeah, like that. So that's what I'm hearing. So 2 here. Again, let's try the slides in the chord. Yeah, there we go. And then the other note in the chord. Perfect. I didn't want to spend too much time on the 808s in this video. It's not the purpose of the video, but here's what I got. And it's the Cactus 808 21 from Prick Kit Volume 2. I just need to turn the velocity down of these high notes, so I'm just holding Control, clicking and dragging over them, and then holding Alt and using the mouse wheel just to turn them down. I always make a few different 808 patterns as well, but I leave that until I start arranging it because I hear different ideas then. And now I've added some perks and some open hats, and I didn't really want to go too crazy with this one. When it's these emotional kind of beats, I like to leave a lot of space for rappers, so here's what I've got. Got a nice bounce, but it's still simple enough. And then I want to try something with the ride at the end of the 8 bar. So I want an effect where it's going to go something like that anyway. So there's going to be one here, and then I think one here. I've set it to cut itself, and I'm going to add some more notes just to stop the first one. So I've just brought the velocity all the way down. So let me hear this back. just something different. And then with a kick, just to beef everything up, this is what it sounds like. So same pattern as the 808, just with some notes removed. So I've got all of the elements that I need for the beat. I'm just going to mix it and arrange it, and then I'll show you the outcome. All right, so the beat's finished. I'm just going to play it and then talk you through what I've done. So I only added a couple things. I added some bells for the hook, and then a riser to act as a bit of a perk. And then I rendered the main piano melody just so I could chop it up. So in the intro, I added halftime, but I cut it out just before the drop.
Cactus.
You can see I've changed the 808 pattern quite a bit, just so it's a bit more subtle here. And then change the kick and 808 there, just so it matches them rides. That's the reverse cymbal. Obviously the choir comes in at this point as well. You notice that the piano is simplified as well, just because I took out the counter melody. And the choir comes out just so the energy ducks, but then everything comes back in the hook, apart from the choir. That bit sounds hard, so that's why I rendered it, because I could chop it up like this. So I changed the kick and the 808 pattern, and the kick and 808 is happening basically every time there's a chop. So these are the new bells that I added, and the second piano. And then the start of the second verse comes in with halftime, but only for a second. It's like a delayed drop, but it sounds hard. And then the rest of the verse just repeats, and then everything back in for the hook, and it fades out at the end. So I hope you liked the video, and I hope you were feeling the beat. If you want to enter the giveaway, then the link is in the description. Just click that, enter your name and email address, and then if you want to double your chances of winning, go to my Instagram at jcactusmusic, and then tag a producer friend in my last post where I announced the giveaway. I'll only be running it for 2 weeks, and then I'm going to be announcing the winners on the 5th of January. So make sure you get involved, because it's completely free to enter. I don't need anything from you, just the name and email address and the link, so that we can generate the winners. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.